is the story of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the economist, the statesman, and the people's candidate.
Born on May 23, 1968, in the bustling heart of Ashanti New Town, Kumasi, Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, affectionately known as Napo, has always been a son of the Ashanti soil. From these humble beginnings, he embarked on a journey of excellence and dedication. His educational journey began at KNUST Primary, followed by middle school at Prempeh College. Driven by a passion for knowledge and service, he pursued human biology and medicine at KNUST, earning his MBCHB in 1994. His quest for advanced knowledge led him to the Netherlands Institute of Health Sciences and the prestigious Kennedy School of Government at Harvard University. In 2009, Napo transitioned from a successful medical career to politics, becoming the Member of Parliament for Menchir South. His dedication and vision soon saw him appointed as the Minister of Education in 2017. During his tenure as Minister of Education, Dr. Prempeh spearheaded the implementation of the government's landmark free SHS policy, ensuring that thousands of Ghanaian children had access to free secondary education. This monumental achievement has left an indelible mark on Ghana's educational landscape. Under his leadership, the educational infrastructure saw significant improvements, and vocational and technical education (TVET) received a major boost. His legacy is one of progress, opportunity, and a brighter future for Ghana's youth. Dr. Prempeh was selected as the 2020 recipient of the Harvard Ministerial Medal of Achievement in recognition of his work over the past 4 years towards strengthening public education in Ghana. Specific criteria include insightful leadership, clarity of purpose, consistent commitment to the goals, and tangible benefits for citizens from the minister's efforts. In 2022, at the Africa Public Sector Conference and Awards, Dr. Prempeh was named as Best Minister in the year under review. In the same year, at the Ghana Energy Awards, he was also recognized for his outstanding leadership, leading energy stakeholders towards the transformation of the sector. Dr. Prempeh has received honorary doctorate degrees from 3 public universities, University of Cape Coast, University of Education Winneba, and the University of Professional Studies and Administration for his outstanding performance as Minister for Education. In 2021, Dr. Prempeh took on a new challenge as Minister of Energy. With his Dumsiesie approach, he worked tirelessly to stabilize and ensure a reliable power supply, keeping the lights on for millions of Ghanaians. Dr. Prempeh embodies the values of dedication, integrity, and service. His connection with the grassroots and his commitment to unifying the nation have made him a beloved figure in Ghanaian politics. Known for his deep connection with the grassroots, Napo is not just a politician, but a unifier. He bridges divides and brings people together, working towards a common goal of national development and prosperity. Today, we present Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh to the revered overlord of the Ashanti Kingdom, Otumfuo Osei Tutu II, a son of Ashanti, a dedicated leader, and a true servant of Ghana. His journey is a testament to what can be achieved with vision, commitment, and a heart for the people. Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, a legacy of excellence and service. In a country where education is often seen as the gateway to a better life,
all across the country, in every hamlet, village, town, and city that I have visited. Ghanaians have embraced my policy of free quality secondary education. I believe that for our country to be transformed and for us to compete favorably in this global economy, we need to make educating our youth our number one priority. This is my priority and my promise, and I'm not going to turn back on it. On December 7th, I humbly ask for your vote so that together and with the help of the Almighty, we will deliver free quality SHS and move Ghana forward.
Even though he lost in 2008, political debate. Critics labeled it an empty promise, while others believed it was a necessary step towards social equality and national progress.
The implementation of free SHS. The decline has a and I will share lights in Siena Womi officer. Nay, I will for Sebi, or mobile pre, and our mobile pet scholarships at the Ama or Mumba Ako school. You see, a by our free education by medium GDC Ayadepa.
And this was a one person free education, a free SHS. No, what address? What from me company be some civil society group, and address now we in ya. Yeah, you need baby. I know what scanning fiber.
Headmistress Matthew. Yeah, I mean, this senior high school now with me variable. The patron of prayer woman is fair. You need enough classrooms, you need enough dormitories, you need enough teachers, you need enough science resources. To me, part show. It's me,
Headmistress, but what kind of study I'm in you? Free senior high school, I have one the road TV to radio see. And they said, you're okay, better than your my sweating up.
Ghana man, associated here, and Sana idea fata. Or my Ghana ever die SHS free. While Brian near my among Machia, Eddie Timu.
I'm paying for it. The summer had a pin, so we need Valanda, better than with me.
Despite the opposition, Nana Akufo-Addo remained steadfast. In the 2016 elections, he made free SHS the centerpiece of his campaign
bet me ahwe na mama
and pacha bet me ahwe man ban so kwafu
oba
pacha ai
oba otoso ahe
pacha otoso mienu
na no kwese wasi no wa pass pa
pacha wa pass pa na media no kureni eheya na man static age enu achi o sate middle school wa ha obi e teacher for da roma esua be teacher for middle school teacher for and the primary teacher for ma da roma na bo ame na mbale timi ko SS no kwa akono kwa no twa fom as a minister man be ko school nti
na no nanti fi esu abahana na ko SS no
onante
ko SS ben
adesu SS
okay it no nanti fi esu aba eko adesu which is 6 kilometers
and pacha o twa fom nsu to kura no nam so wi aba no nam so as a minister bi am nti am ka jansen ko nya school no kura na so nya nsu no so ba ko na kwara de ko school no ndi se me ya ka me ko anka mba ne die nyini se nka SS nko betumi akọ
mame Jesu
nyame obo soro
oba Thomas ni ana
onu no aba
Thomas etisen
bache
no kwese wa pass wasi no
bache
unya ahe
bache minya 8 A's
na ye course ben
bache me general
was school ben
bache adisek adesu senior high school
Adesu senior high school
bache
and at me try 8 A's was St. Peter's but 8 A's menyabio which is one of the best secondary school met me anya 8 A's and Adesu senior high technical what me go try 8 A's
lady can kwa nyame adom ene perseverance me disi menu se me hwe me chia me maami ni bi me papa nso ni bi nti me ye madun se de me so me yire me hona me sua ade na me tumi aiden achi bi me go in future tina me disi menu so even though me ko no kora na aya na me nante form me nante e de ko fitie so ba ko ade so by 6 kilometers ba na me nante de ko but in all things I didn't give up me yire me ho nti na nyame adom so tumi nya asa eti
o ya sure say wasi ni wa na acho
mpacho wan me na me tro
uf trophy asu abo he ya na o de tro wasi no
mpacho wan
and wetimi anya 8 A's
mpacho
eti sisi ya no what are you expecting
me bo erade mpa ne se wa boa me ma me so metuma a pass se no on boa me na on yi oboafo bi ma me no ma obi so ma se no for me nko na me nkonko ye me economics.
But the journey wasn't without challenges. Critics, including former President John Mahama, continue to voice concerns about the sustainability of the policy. They argued that while access had increased, other critical sectors like healthcare and infrastructure were suffering.
The government has budgeted 2 billion cedis for free SHS for this academic year. If you have 2 billion more to spend on education, will you spend all of it on free SHS?
The haphazard implementation of the free SHS is causing a lot of anxiety and inconvenience to students and their parents and guardians.
Despite concerns, the NPP government pushed forward, viewing free SHS not merely as an educational policy, but as an investment in Ghana's future. The impact was clear. Enrollment surged, and over 5 million students benefited from the program.
Hi, I'm Thomas Amoni. I'm a graduate of the Prempeh Senior High School in Adesu and a beneficiary of the free senior high school policy. I'm currently pursuing a bachelor's degree in economics and business finance at the University of the United Kingdom. And I would like to say thank you to the President of the Republic of Ghana and the Registrar of Scholarship for giving me this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to study abroad. Thank you.
Despite the criticism from the same people who said it was not possible to make secondary education free, the analysis of the WASSCE results clearly shows the 2023 performance is the best this country has seen in 9 years. The free SHS that wasn't possible has now been made possible by the Bawumia government. The free SHS that is going to affect quality has delivered the best performing students in 9 years. Now the same naysayers come back and say these students are performing so well because they are conniving with their teachers to cheat in the exams.
After 1 year exams are in many places
One checking Kodano, they let the children cheat freely. You go to places and the teachers are conniving with the children to cheat.
This unfortunate statement by the former president brought shame to the hard-working students and attacked the integrity of the thousands of dedicated and committed teachers who take their time to train these students in spite of the teething challenges so they can overcome all obstacles to deliver sterling performances in their examination. Disappointing as this may be, the government, students, parents and teachers paid no heed to these unwarranted attacks to this life-changing policy and its beneficiaries, but continues to remain focused as we work together to ensure no child is left behind and every Ghanaian child is given the opportunity to dream and believe that it is possible to be whatever you want to be when you put your mind to it, in spite of the challenges you may encounter. Yet, while access had improved, new challenges emerged. Overcrowded classrooms and limited infrastructure began to strain the system. Experts emphasized that while free SHS had increased access, the focus now needed to shift toward improving the quality of education. More schools were built through the Get Fund Schools projects to address the resultant overcrowding in our schools. As Ghana looks to the future, the need to protect and enhance free SHS has never been more urgent. This is where Dr. Mahama Bawumia steps in with a clear plan to ensure the sustainability and improvement of the policy. Dr. Bawumia's plan focuses on three key areas. First, he will work with the private sector to rapidly expand infrastructure, ensuring that every student has access to a well-equipped school. Through the innovative build and lease policy, schools will be built faster, addressing the growing demand. Second, he intends to incentivize teachers, offering enhanced conditions of service. This includes duty and tax waivers, making it easy for teachers to afford vehicles and ultimately improving their quality of life. Third, Dr. Bawumia will ensure that state-of-the-art learning materials and training tools are provided for both teachers and students. This will not only enhance teaching, but will also empower students to compete in a rapidly changing global economy. Dr. Bawumia's vision is simple: protect and upgrade free SHS. He believes that no child should be left behind and that education is the key to unlocking the potential of the next generation. The story of free SHS is not just about political promises. It's about the future of Ghana's children, their dreams, their potential, and their hope for a better tomorrow. And as we look ahead, there is no one better placed to protect and enhance this legacy than Dr. Mahama Bawumia.
Protect free SHS. Vote number 1. Vote Bawumia for a stronger, brighter future for all. In the busy city of Tamale, a young boy named Mahama Bawumia grew up unaware that his path would one day lead him to the heart of Ghana's political and economic transformation. His story begins here, where tradition and ambition intersected. Born in 1963 to a prominent family in northern Ghana, Mahama Bawumia's upbringing was steeped in discipline and education. His father, Alhaji Mumuni Bawumia, was a teacher and one of the country's first northern politicians. From an early age, the young Bawumia understood the power of education to shape lives and communities. After excelling at Tamale Secondary School, Bawumia earned scholarships to study abroad, eventually achieving a doctorate in economics from Simon Fraser University in Canada. His academic journey would soon position him as one of Ghana's brightest minds in economics. Returning to Ghana, Dr. Bawumia began his career at the Bank of Ghana, where his expertise in monetary policy quickly gained recognition. As deputy governor, he played a key role in implementing reforms that stabilized the city and modernized Ghana's financial systems. In 2008, the new Patriotic Party took a bold step, selecting Dr. Bawumia, a technocrat with little experience, as President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's running mate. His selection was met with skepticism, but his sharp intellect and connection to ordinary Ghanaians quickly won hearts. The 2012 presidential election result brought controversy, leading to one of Ghana's most pivotal legal battles. As the star witnessed in the NPP's election petition, Dr. Bawumia demonstrated exceptional composure and intellect, earning him the respect of even his critics.
We are dealing with a lot of mislabelings, but in the context of over 11,824 pink sheets which were copied 16 times, with many almost 22,000 because of 2 pages, over almost 500,000 documents. I say that relatively speaking, what you have produced is not that significant.
In 2016, Dr. Bawumia redefined political campaigning in Ghana. His ability to use data, break down economic issues, and propose practical solutions resonated with voters. The Dr. Bawumia's journey hasn't been without challenges. As vice president, he faced the pressures of an evolving economy, global shocks, and the weight of public expectations. But through it all, he remained focused on long-term solutions. Through this, he championed the implementation of more than 30 policies. Prominent among these is the Gold for Oil. In 2024, the NPP chose Dr. Bawumia as their flag bearer, a historic moment for the party and Ghana. His selection symbolized unity and the nation's readiness for inclusive leadership.
Moments ago, the Electoral Commission of Ghana declared the outcome of the 2023 MPP presidential primary. From the certified result, I was pronounced the winner with 61% of the valid votes cast. I therefore stand here with profound gratitude and humility, having received the greatest honor of my life.
Today, as Ghana looks to the future, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia stands ready to lead. His vision of economic transformation, unity and progress resonates across the country, inspiring hope in millions. This is the story of a leader who rose from humble beginnings to become a beacon of hope. This is the story of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the economist, the statesman, and the people's candidate.
promise became a beacon of hope for millions. Free senior high school. A bold idea that sparked political debates, faced opposition, and ultimately transformed Ghana's educational landscape forever. It began in 2008, during the heat of the presidential elections. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, then the flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, made a revolutionary promise to provide free senior high school education to all Ghanaians. His vision was clear: to make secondary education accessible to every child, no matter their background.
All across the country, in every hamlet, village, town, and city that I have visited, Ghanaians have embraced my policy of free quality secondary education. I believe that for our country to be transformed and for us to compete favorably in this global economy, we need to make educating our youth our number one priority. This is my priority and my promise, and I'm not going to turn back on it. On December 7th, I humbly ask for your vote, so that together and with the help of the Almighty, we will deliver free quality SHS and move Ghana forward.
Even though he lost in 2008, he persisted with the free SHS promise during the IEA debate in 2012.
We will redefine basic education and make it compulsory from kindergarten to senior high school.
Free secondary education.
But the grant for political debate. Critics labeled it an empty promise, while others believed it was a necessary step towards social equality and national progress.
But remember, Abaso, the implementation of free SHS. The big kind has a and I will share lights in Siena Womi officer. Nay, I will for Sebi, Omoba Pre, and Omoba Pet scholarships, Ediama Omumba Ako School. Inti abayi ba ya odi free education ba ye medium gidi se adepa
and this for what's a one person free education free SHS no what address what from me company be some civil society group be and address na we nia ye ni baby na what scan fiba
Mrs. Matthew, I mean, Evans, this senior high school, I made me variable. If I try to pray, woman say, you need enough classrooms, you need enough dormitories, you need enough teachers, you need enough science resources. To me, part show, and to me,
Headmistress, but all kind of sad, I mean, you free senior high school, I have one the road TV so radio see, and they said, you're okay, better than your mess wetting up.
Ghana man, associate here, and Sana idea fata, or my Ghana ever die SHS free. While Brian near my among women, it's Timu.
Paying for say.
Despite the opposition, Nana Akufo-Addo remained steadfast. In the 2016 elections, he made free SHS the centerpiece of his campaign.
my former president, President Kufuor, my godfather, my president, the sitting president Nana Akufo-Addo, and the first lady, my good friend, the vice president, and the second lady, up to call of them. Party Maeshia, and you may, as some of my person, me dikai can say, Nukreni, Uta Kodia, no in America, Momonsa, vice president. If he say, a Juma 1 year, what all over the country, or qua Nimetium, Namikwa, me would footprint or her, HSA or year Juma. When natural say, what the 2 mission in someone, obey Juma, Amagana. Now, and you may, Masamoani said, Aya nasia kasia ena medi ma party menyina samo jina pinti na modi party yachi abapim enne ochire nachi na dichia memenda ne yakoto aba mesremo moma yankasa nchire ye ho ne ye ho obia ne buafu onyi abufu amfiri ne mu. Now there is only one political party. A Ghana ha, a bar, a mobro for, Womu enibi, a here for a humitomo. We MPP party be any hobium. Choboy, Mama Yanko ya Accra, if he said President Kufuor ha, Nam pain for boo baby. Or say at the year and my with free. The year 2000, me kai papa. Na a friend and free America, but now I see no home. Nanya nani biye. And now me call for Su Roman Catholic Hospital. Me call her Obia. You call no I'm organizer. You call campaign or konum zefu. And now me yam ekano. Enti me one from so organizer that did not go to hospital and I'm a coy. Me coy no me jiranim paho and will be born mechi. A born machino. Me try many nay a brand ye be a ye sano. Na ya kwafum meminda kwesiada. The following week ni asa kodo meminda kwesiada. Ni ayo 4 boys. Na sa a brand ye na kahubi. And I'm besides so yow. Na ahanswe or say na yiri awo na or the hospital. I want to mean to continue. Ward na wadano ya yina free ho and ya dina go to die bi me de kete aseho and ya de padlock atu enanum. Enti menene ko ya no me hu enkwala baako 15 edunum omuni omo maame no ma ya loku omu enam se omu ni sika omu de betua kanti sabra ni a friend cash and carry so ni sika now call hospital abewu obi oyare ya okọ hospital ba na cheso yesikani na ehọ na metua sika no e man kola 15 ni nyina ka ofie choboy enti Emra President Kufuor bae and what the National Health Insurance bae ebema ohiani ko hospital ni insurance kura no nti doctor hweno osikani ko hospital insurance kura no doctor hweno ansoa ema apimfo ko hospital awo kanu amoja atu no doctor timi hwe nanim no wawu na ne ba no so wawu efise oniska and President Kufuor at the free maternal care bae from Ada Obano Benyam Kopim se Obewono Oko Hospital a free Choboy and so President Kufuor Sabrano, and painful Muaha, Mobedia dance yase, and Kola Coscu are no Musum Konya, and a Coscu. And what the capitation granted by you filling all the classrooms with chairs, tables, and Kola Coscuya, Womunya Babitina. And so, what President Kufuor Kroya, and what the school feeding by. So we and Kolawaha, a more so a Coscuya, a Diasa and Coscu, and number Dianica on Bedienti. And now this school feeding so by. When you know, I would like a clear bias and second term no. And a Ghana for a buffo or my moya day, yan tuaba, and Hono President Mills, at the key advantage. Of course, say, oh, Minianum. Awala nyimze amameze me nyam sumuni me ahobrasini antu abamam na otu mama Ghana benyanin tamapefra National Health Insurance no memeba one time premium obi antua bia utua ba kwa untua bia mkosise obewu sana si ya na ebiam oba ose electricity otumitia no majiso debi ensu otumitia debi petrol otumitia debi amemete meba metodo boom 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 oba ye 6 weeks o say ebe President Kufuor wire zo oma ensu obu asoko suru boom electricity boom petrol boom na watwinsia pe o mesramo sabra ni ye wo mu biem no ha ewiase awai achade bia ni wiase a onipa da sani betimi di ache obaka kire ose ko school free motie ni choboy na nientia mijira ha titiru any free SHS NT free SHS mami kama sembi answer makasa monsema President Kufuor Choboy President Kufuor say wasikani ba koskua ohia ni banso koskua ye ene uhwa results a eba ehia fo ma o manso daye so mbetimi du o mako school ene obitimi nya 8 years obi 6 years otiase ene o mutimi nya scholarships eko university kai hu se oba enso betimi ayesa nienti ayantuma Dr. Bawumia ni se ukwa to number 1 if he say Dr. Bawumia no ni Nana Akufo-Addo esain abo free SHS ho ban ama enkola 5.7 million etimi akọ secondary school Choboy the cost of free SHS no the only person obetimi aba protect ama wunu a wo fie oba wo fie a won susu obeko school atimi akobi no jisa otuma Dr. Bawumia if he say eni padudu onu akoto aba nyina no obia ni wo free SHS ho anim de jisa Dr. Bawumia ke mesremo abufuo bi a wo bia mo no won fanto nche mo sore memenda no pa munkodi life first ukoto abani wi a sa akofie ekofra wunua no ono nso emeto na Ghana ebetimi ayeyi a the only political party a obetimi ama Ghana ayeyi MPP Choboy kemesramo adisradia enam de sramo samonko na monko tuaba Yamfama MPP, Yamfama Dr. Bawumia. Now on to me member 3 SHS, any national health insurance. Usha hospitals are agenda 111. May call rounds, campaign time, remotest area. Ubekono na yesi hospital. You can't beat MPP. Na me sutra ema titru ana me sutra mo efise oman mu yadina ema ne nkwala ana ho chiri won kese choboy me am gina ha ema gina we the president move fajem ema ya akohwifuo efise se me was star bi ho ba we young ba mensuam ada me kofi anwumra me hu se me bottom area no ade achi an ma sheda ntokwa wo wiram kura an makofa bafie na me di takashi afam na mapie mekwa baba anadwo nonkron sankola didi suomo andidi emfa me ho mekono o mada ti mesramo me mass scholarships so we kwala me 100 o masalai ebe scholarship o mo ma minimum 98 and di o machi me mam yenu out of 100 and kwala ebe scholarship me mam yenu pe enu na America se ene de yakohwifo enti ma mo na me su hwemonim se memenda mo ma eda achinti Heni padodu atwasia ha ya bokene Japan dia hey me na me yo hia ni Lazarus ba na me ton nioma o street so me shisha me nioma na me buy yes pick a chocolate tetra nazet yes wrong ya yan kola ba ku 13 1975 and a passing common entrance. There was no Akufuadu free SHS. And Tinkolanu Baku Dumienu and Timi Anko school. 2 years ago, Mikwaye and Kolana passing common entrance to Bako as early as 8 a.m. But you know, what they Wabuse slum. Me pushi no wanti. Obia Otminya distinction. Enam se Akufuadu free SHS ne bi ni honti na sika ni fienti oko ofedu nkwawo na otwa abangotai en wode edidi mamoma muwure mfi the only political party oba Ghana for who told you can beat MPP ti mesramo mokono Dr. Bawumia Montoma Dr. Bawumia. Now young Kuyanim, Medamase, Yamishra Munya. Kwa Baba Anadu Nonkron, Sankola Didi, Suomo and Didi, and Famiho.
Mahama is the hope. He gives you hope. He is the hope of Matakana. Shem is the hope we need. He is the hope. He is the hope of Matakana. Let's build
us is going to sleep on 7th December evening until all the ballots have been counted. I don't want to call any constituency executive and your phone is off. Stay awake for 72 hours. You must not sleep until the results are declared. And I wish to assure Ghanaians that we are going to protect their ballots. Vote for the NDC and your ballot will not get lost. We will police the poll and make sure that every single vote counts.
What is the plan?
We will not toy with the destiny of our nation any longer. ASU, are you ready to sweep voters to the police stations? Are you ready to sacrifice your time? It is going to be worth it. The child that needs a pad is pleading with you. The market women are pleading with you. Those whose banks have collapsed are pleading with you. Let's vote for change. Let's vote for change. Let's vote for change. Okay, we are taking the elephant to the bush. Thank you. I love you.
Thank you, and the people of Okankwe North are grateful. Thank you. Are the people of Adantan here? Adantan to the world. Adantan, let me see. Adantan, you have the finest MP. Let's welcome our member of parliament who is still maintained.
Ayezu, can you see victory? Can you smell victory? Inshallah, on Saturday we are going to change. Choboy, Inyamime, Greater Accra about determined election. Greater Accra about determined election. Kaja 92. Every party ni win or Greater Accra and win or general elections. She in the last election 2020 we win Greater Accra. She was now president here because we won by a small margin. Makpanya Fai Avine Nyaha Niwaha MPP, a gap of 250-300,000 ya Greater Accra. If we can deliver more than 53% in Greater Accra, it is a done deal. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is coming back as president. Choboy! On Saturday, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama will be the president-elect. However, John Dramani Mahama, he needs a comfortable working majority in Parliament. If you vote for Mahama Zoo, then you vote for the PC. John Mahama, PC. John Mahama, PC. Thank you and God bless you all.
Thank you so much. Adantan is not going anywhere. We are taking it again.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Ghana, are you ready to move forward with a good change? At this juncture, I have the honor to invite one of the most intelligent young men the NDC has produced, a man of intelligence, an astute gentleman, a brainy guy, a sharp communicator, the National Communications Officer of the great NDC, the Honorable Sami Jemfi. Choboy, Eyezu, Abusiafo anaya nijeda, because aka enam yenu pa, just 2 days. Me say how many days? Just 2 days. Nadia daya nyina yakoma soro nyame waida wayama ye. Just 2 days. Not a nation builder. Oya kwai Mahama, Osiadai Mahama, Empuntu Nyuma Mahama, Wabeji Yefri Abushia for himself. Choboy, Eyezu, Ghana for you now, so more pensesa. Nansesa no so bampa, because ene Ghana for omodo mujam, no munim send the shishi omose. Omo show masitra no ma yade yeah where ya sitra ni yade because they say dear Ghana enye nenko na ahokyere ba ya che choboy but ahokyere we dear asofo obi nim na kai o se abruzo choboy. And I will tell you, Yanto, Ufriswa Yanyaday, Yantia, boys, show boy, and I do my Ohana, na fine girls, Nesohana, Mepamacho, and a mono yetimito, Mama Brasso Dokrobako 1 city, and a Dokrobako 3 cities. Dokrobako 5 cities, Dokrobako 7 cities, Dokrobako 10 cities. Choboy, Yamari school to fear Peduma, Omunya Duma nya, Yebisa Dr. Bawumia, dear no woman Mabunua, or say, oh, Sisifiani be. Choboy, Sisifiani Epe, Yapeduma na Yepe Sisifia. Ghana for come there. Ya kan Bawumia say nyame na shira yan. Bawumia say nyame shira woni Samira. And I say will we vote for these people again? Never. They will never respect the people of this country if we make that mistake. Choboy. Omoba. Omo say yetisika so dey. Omo say yetisika so dey. Almost say to Abama Omwa, Omobaya 1 district, 1 village, one constituency. Choboy, me pa chawo saka factory ana. Nadam neswa $1 million neswa. Na ninyina ya 419. Na wanya bibi ama wasi ayabone krono. Enebo sheli nyina ye hu. But I know here ni koye mobile money na ya tenu levy. And the boys go try better. Ni ati omo Burton levy. John Mahama is coming, and within his first 90 days in office, levy no obechem. Joe boy. Burton levy no obechem. Kobe levy no obechem. Bola levy no obechem. Na yesika na omoyia edegu omon pass no. John Mahama has a message for them. He is coming with Operation Recover All the Loot. Choboy. And you know one of the people who will lead Operation Recover All the Loot? Give it up to the Basin Taliban. Basin Taliban. The Basin Taliban. Boy. Whoa. Boy. The Basin Taliban. Yesika. Baako the free omo. Yadebeya hospitals. Yadebesi suku adan. Yadebeya kwan papa. Yadebeya nsuo nwajuma. Yadebeya Women's Development Bank. Yadebeya nsanujuma. Yadebeya 24-hour economy. So don't give up. It's love with 2 days. Change is coming. Victory is coming. Joe Mahama is coming. Joe boy. On that note, let me take this opportunity to introduce our next speaker. Choboy, are you ready for power? Are you ready for the Chief Executive Officer of the NDC? Then lift up your hands and shake your hands. Lift it, wave at me. Choboy, the General of all Generals, the General Secretary. The General Secretary. General Idi Amin is under him. Secretary. General Idi Amin is under him. Honorable. The General of the NDC. The Chief Executive of the NDC. The General Secretary. Voter raging, make some noise. Whoa, let's welcome the Honorable Fifi Fiavi Kwate. Ezuzu, Bodo, Bodo, Amafa, Mia, Amafa, Mauana, Nyala wono, Ala sewa, Yona wo. Mauana Nyala wono Zialesiwa Anyona wo Ojika mega Chobo wo Nele Yesu bako Mauana Nyala wono Thank you. My song just says that once you stand by the truth, God will fulfill his word. And the word of God concerning December 7 is that Ghana is due for victory. Ghana is due for change. Ghana is due for the coming back of John Dramani Mahama, and no power will stop it. I want to just spend just 2 minutes, especially to talk to the young people of Ghana. December 7 is for you, the young people of our country. You have seen over the last 8 years what has happened to this beautiful country of Kwame Nkrumah and of Jerry John Rallies. The suffering, the pain,
the disappointment, the loss of hope, the total pain that has taken over our country. On 7 December, you need to come out in your numbers and make a statement once and for all that enough is enough. Ezu, your statement on Saturday must tell the MPP and the rest of the world that enough is enough. Ezu, don't take it for granted. The victory has not yet been won. We need to make sure that every single one of you takes it all the way to the very last minute of Saturday, because the people we are fighting are desperate for themselves and will do anything to stay in power. So NDC and the rest of Ghana, the fight on Saturday is not an NDC fight. It's a fight for our country. We need to make sure that Ghana finds hope again on Saturday. The future of our young people depends on the victory of NDC come Saturday. Ezu, Saturday is a day of destiny. Saturday is a day where Kwame Nkrumah, Jerry Rawlings, Prof. Mills, all of our ancestors will be watching to see how ready you are to fight for our country. As President Trump will say on Saturday, fight, fight, fight. Fight, fight, fight. Fight for Ghana. Fight for the soul of Ghana. Fight for the victory of this beautiful country. Because if we make the mistake and Bawumia wins on Saturday, this country is virtually gone. MPP will say you can do anything and still manage to use money and steal an election. So it is a fight not for NDC, it is a fight for the very soul and survival and the future of our country. Ezu, power belongs to the people, and on Saturday you the people must take the power to yourselves. And in John Dramani Mahama, you are bringing somebody who has the humility and the simplicity to work for you and make sure we restore this country again. My final word is to the NDC. The reset of Ghana is not just about the taking over from the MPP. It is the reset of the NDC itself. NDC must understand that this is not business as usual. Ghana is not giving us an opportunity for us to come and do the nonsense that we have seen over the last 8 years. Charity must begin at home, and NDC must be the first to set that example. And John Mahama, I am sure, will lead that crusade. NDC, you must not disappoint Ghana. Ghana, NDC is the hope for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Give it to the Honorable Fifi Kwete, the General Secretary of the next ruling party, the NDC. Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting to the peak of the program. We are getting to the climax of the program. At this juncture, we are going to call on the giant slayer, the executioner, the general of all generals. General Idi Amin is under him. General Petraeus is under him.
Hey!
All the chairmen are under him.
Hey!
He is going to deliver victory for us.
Hey,
the NDC is going to win the next election.
Victory!
Under the chairmanship of the general of all generals. By inviting the general, let me invite the campaign manager, Professor Joshua Alabi, to come to the stage with the chairman of the great NDC, General Asiedu Okatie. Whoa! 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 Give it to Professor Joshua Alabi, who is joining the general himself the chairman general, the man of integrity, the executioner, the powerful man, the strong man, General Asiadu Nkatia.
Stronger together.
Hey! Hey! Thank you very much. For the past 2 months, we've mounted a campaign never seen in the history of this party since 1992. There has been a total mobilization of the party, with each single party member finding work to do to contribute towards the removal of the elephant from office. I've just come to thank all of you, national executive members, current and former, regional executive committee members, constituency executive committee members, branch executive committee members, and all foot soldiers. But I just want to remind you that it is not over until it is over. This far, we've done very well, but we need to crown our effort by continuing the mobilization to urge people to go and cast their votes. And after that vote has been cast, let us mobilize to protect that vote until it results into a declaration. I've gone through all 16 regions of Ghana, visiting over 200 constituencies across the regions. And the message is loud and clear. That message, which I want to deliver to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, is that the people of Ghana have decided to return you back to the presidency, whether you like it yourself or not. And there is another message, and that is that Ghanaians want majority, absolute majority of our candidates elected into parliament, because there's a lot of work to be done. We need a strong majority to be able to undertake the institutional reforms that are necessary to reset this democracy. And so, ladies and gentlemen, the elephant knows this. Nana Akufo-Addo and his team are riding on the back of a tiger. They fear to get down, otherwise they could be devoured. But tell them that the longer they remain at the back of the tiger, they will still die anyway, because they will die of hunger and thirst. And so, the message is clear. Let them get down and face the consequences of their own actions for the past 8 years. But they are very, very unrepentant. Even with only 48 hours remaining, they still want to conduct themselves with impunity. Everywhere in the past 1 week, wherever NDC has been trying to organize a function, they use state powers to undermine that. But let them understand this message, that whether we hold a rally or we don't hold a rally, the people of Ghana have decided. And the decision is that John Dramani Mahama is the next president of the Republic of Ghana. ASU and NDC is at the verge of making history. The National Democratic Congress is going to be the first political party in the history of this country that will generate the first female vice president of the Republic of Ghana. And it's already happening live. But finally, ladies and gentlemen, I want to urge you, all of a sudden, MPP itself have found reason to campaign for President John Dramani Mahama and to campaign and urge you to work and campaign against our parliamentary candidates. Tell them that we have seen through all their tricks. President Mahama is going back into office with a solid majority in parliament. We are not going to fall for the tricks of the skirt and blouse people. We are voting President Mahama and voting our parliamentary candidates. And standing here and having worked with the 276 parliamentary candidates of this party across the country, I am convinced that we are returning back into office with a very strong majority in parliament. I want to thank all the parliamentary candidates for the hard work they have put in so far. I want to thank all the party executives from national to foot soldiers. I thank you very much for being part of this total mobilization of NDC. But let us crown it with a solid vote and then be prepared to defend the people's verdict. I don't want to go on anymore because you have work to do tomorrow to prepare for the D-Day. So let me reserve the rest of what I have to say so that we will meet again. We will surely meet again with a bigger gathering than this. And that day will be a day of celebration. That day will be a day of the celebration of the second independence of this country. I am not talking about policy again, but as far as I'm concerned, the reset of our state institutions, our institutions of governance, our institutions of accountability, our institutions that manage the natural resources of this country, their resetting is far more important than isolated development projects. And so, for the first year, I urge all of you to let us focus on resetting the institutions of governance and democracy in this country. If we get the institutions right, then any development that we undertake will be lasting. But if we rush and leave the institutions in their rotten state like this, no development will survive. I thank you all and may God bless you. We will meet again to celebrate our victory. Thank you. Thank you.
because of the good work that we have done as a party. I want to thank God because I am standing on the shoulders of great men. I want you to give a standing ovation to these great men, former President J. Kufuor and President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. These are our two presidents we have produced as a new patriotic party, and they have performed marvelously. I am standing on their shoulders, and I hope to benefit from all that they have done and their advice also going forward. They can say, opinion and I am lucky to have two opinion for who are going to advise me. The reason why we are going to win this election is because of the work that we have done, the achievements of this government, and our vision going forward. This election is a clear choice between the future and the past. My opponent represents the past, and I, Dr. Bawumia, represents the future of this country. So, the choice that we have on Saturday as we go to vote is whether we want to go forward into the future or backwards into the past. Yekoenin anase yesanyichi. Muna tegaba ko muna zobaya. Gaba ko baya. Tiechanga Tony beti alamla nyanga. Tiechanga Tony beti alamla nyanga. We in the MPP, the work that we have done is underpinned by a mindset of possibilities. We believe in possibilities. We believe it is possible to transform this country into an advanced nation. And we have been living by this. Not many people thought it was possible to do national health insurance, but President Kufuor did it. Not many people thought we could do free maternal care, but President Kufuor did it. Not many people thought we could do school feeding, but President Kufuor did it. This is about possibilities and a mindset of possibilities. When my opponent came into office, can you remember one policy, that initiative that we implemented in 8 years? 8 years. What did he implement? Was it Dumsor or was it a confirm? He could not come out with any policy initiative affecting the whole country. One initiative. So the choice is simple. Are we going into the future with a mindset of possibilities, or are we going into the past with a mindset of Nkoko Ikiti? And sometimes it is important to remind ourselves, because we are a problem-solving government. And Nana Akufo-Addo over the last 8 years has demonstrated this superbly. We have been solving problems. When we came into office and many people could not send their children to senior high school, we said free senior high school education for everyone. We have solved that problem. 5.7 million children are going. But what is even more important, when we came into office, there were more boys than girls in senior high school. For every 100 boys, we had 68 girls. Today, there are more girls than boys in senior high school. And as the president said, their performance has dramatically increased. The core 6 subjects of WACC, the pass rate in 2016 was 24%. Last year it was 64%. And the top 3 students in the whole of West Africa in the WACC exam last year, number 1, number 2, number 3, all came from Ghana. All came from Ghana. I therefore was not surprised, but I was pleasantly surprised when the data ranking the 54 African countries by quality of education. There were 54 countries. 2 weeks ago, the data came out. Ghana is number 2 in the whole of Africa in terms of quality of education. Number 2 in the whole of Africa. Tunisia is number 1. Ghana is number 2 in the whole of Africa. We have not left it at free SHS. We've brought free technical and vocational education. We have invested 6 billion Ghana cedis over the last 7 years in technical and vocational education. The highest of any government since independence. We have restored the teacher training allowances that were cancelled. We have restored the nursing training allowances that were cancelled. In the area of healthcare, we have seen dramatic improvement, major investment in health infrastructure, hospitals. We are seeing major hospitals that we are working on, even excluding Agenda 111. And the president has started commissioning the Agenda 111, and I will continue to commission them all the way into next year. There is no government in the history of Ghana that has invested more in health infrastructure than the Akufo-Addo Bawumia government. No government. None. When we came into office, Ghana had just 37 ambulances, the whole of Ghana, and we said 1 constituency, 1 ambulance. Today we have 307 ambulances in the National Ambulance Service. We had major problems with the National Health Insurance. It was collapsing. It was reverting to cash and carry. We have paid most of their debts, and diseases that were not covered under National Health Insurance, we have brought them in. Childhood cancer is now covered by National Health Insurance. Sickle cell disease, the drug hydroxyurea, is now covered by National Health Insurance. And since December 1st, just a few days ago, Ghana is now providing free kidney dialysis and the national health insurance. We have brought many initiatives to bear. We have issued the Ghana card. President Kufuor passed the NIA Act in 2008. 8 years of the Mahama administration, they couldn't issue the Ghana card. And when we came into office, the president asked me to champion the issue of the Ghana card. And today we have issued the Ghana card to our citizens. We have done, when we came into office, Ghana did not have a working address system. You had to use landmarks by the tree, by the blue house for directions in many places. Today, we have implemented the digital property address system, and you can find anywhere in Ghana, any location in Ghana. Ghana, our own Ghana, is the second country in the whole world to implement a digital property address system. We have solved a major problem. We have brought in mobile money interoperability. Today, Ghana has done something no other African country has done. We have made our domestic payment system totally interoperable. Your Momo account today is working like a bank account. When I said that with Momo interoperability, everybody will have a bank account, my opponents never understood it. They talked about brick and mortar bank account. I'm talking about digital bank accounts. Digital bank accounts. Today, with what we have done with mobile money interoperability, in the whole of Africa, it is only Ghana that has complete domestic payments interoperability. Only Ghana. And we have 100% access to financial inclusion. Today, we have brought drones to help in the delivery of medical services, blood to help in the delivery of vaccines and drugs. And today, our drones, we have 6 centers for medical drones, and they are delivering medicines to 2,700 hospitals and health facilities across Ghana. Today, Ghana, our own Ghana, is the whole world, the leading medical drone delivery service in the whole world. The whole world. We are leading. Today, in the area of agriculture, we came up with the Planting for Food and Jobs program. The Planting for Food and Jobs program is one of the most successful agricultural programs that we have implemented in this country. We have more than doubled the rate of growth in agriculture, and we have increased food security in Ghana. We see the whole of Africa. We have 54 countries. The countries with the most food security, or if you rank the countries by food security, Ghana is number 3 in Africa, and out of the 54 countries, number 3 in Africa in terms of food security. South Africa is number 1, Kenya is number 2, and Ghana is number 3. It shows that we have done something right. When you come to the macro economy, what is clear is that notwithstanding the challenges we've had, we have performed better than the government of John Dramani Mahama. Across, we have grown the economy more than him. Overall GDP growth is higher. Agricultural growth under us is higher. Industrial growth is higher. If you look at the budget deficit, ours is lower. You look at the primary balance, ours is lower. You look at gross international reserves, ours is higher. You look at exchange rate depreciation, ours is lower. Ours is lower. Sometimes they don't even understand the data. Do the math and you see that notwithstanding the problems we've had in the global economy and our exchange rate depreciation at 72% over 8 years is lower than your 74% over 8 years. So we have created more jobs than he has. He was creating unemployment. We are creating jobs. We have kept the lights on. So when it comes to the macro economy, it is night and day. We have done better across. Then when you look at infrastructure, we have done almost too much, isn't it? We have done more roads than his government, isn't it? We have built more airports than his government, more interchanges than his government, more hospitals than his government, more schools than his government, more ports than his government, more fish landing sites than his government, more public libraries than his government, more fiber optic cable than his government, more sanitation facilities than his government, more stronger infrastructure than his government, more infrastructure for the military, the navy, and the army, and the police than his government. So there's not one area, one in infrastructure, one that he can compete with us. Not one across all the sectors. The data is clear. So when he said the performance of his government was better than ours, I said to him, if you believe that, then come for a debate one-on-one. Let us show whether it's the case or not. Come for a debate. Come for a debate. When you come for a debate, you cannot come and say, hey, Yesu, and go away. I'll pin you down with the facts and data. I'll pin you down with the facts and data. I will pin you down. When I told him to come, Osuro, Ojani to some kukon kiti, Ojani. So, on what basis does John Mahama want to come back? What is the basis? You cannot say you've done better in education, not in healthcare, not in agriculture, not in infrastructure, not in digitalization. Maybe you have done better in Dumso, I confirm, and then Kokon Kiti. That's it. We want a government that is going to move this country into the fourth industrial revolution. I have many initiatives that I am bringing. I want Ghana to move away from a dependence on oil and gas to solar power. Solar power. Solar power. We are going to bring down the cost of electricity by 50%, and we are going to do it by moving to solar power. We are going to move to electric vehicles in public transportation. We have started to do the pilot by moving to electric
vehicles, we are going to bring down the cost of public transport by 50% to everybody. We are bringing down the cost of public transport. We are going to leverage the private sector of this economy to create jobs. The private sector holds the key to our wealth creation and prosperity. I am going to make sure that at least 3% of GDP, that is 30 billion Ghana cedis, is ceded to the private sector from the public sector to create jobs for our economy. I am going to bring a flat tax regime to Ghana. A flat tax regime for our imports, a flat tax regime for our incomes. And that will make it very, very easy for tax collection and understanding compliance and so on. So Ghana will have, by the grace of God, a flat tax regime next year. To make sure we all start on a clean slate, I'm bringing in a tax amnesty for all businesses and individuals next year so that we move. The transformation of this country cannot be done without railway infrastructure. We, in the first 8 years, we have been focusing a lot on our roads. I am going to bring in the required investment to build our railway infrastructure. Accra, Kumasi, Paga, Kumasi, Takrade, Ejisu, Eduade, Awasu, Minahene, Eduade. We are going to do all those railways that create jobs for this country. We are also going to enter into the decade of housing. We are going to address the decade of housing. We are going to build houses just like Singapore did with private sector capital. And I'm going to look, let me tell you one thing. State Housing Corporation, during President Mahama's term of office, state housing, they built only 12 houses. 12. During our term, we have built over 1,000 houses in state housing. When you go to Tema Development Corporation, TDC, during Mahama's period, they built 0 housing. 0. During our period, TDC has built over 1,000 houses. So, when I tell you that we are going to go into a decade of housing, I know what I'm talking about. We are going to go into a decade of housing to leverage on the private sector to build housing. And housing means jobs, carpenters, masons, electricians, plumbers, windows people, roofers, a lot of jobs to all our people. So we are in the digital world. And I want to provide the youth digital skills. I want to train at least 1 million youth of Ghana in digital skills. They can stay here in Ghana, work in America, work in Canada, work in Singapore, work in the UK, work in Australia, right from here in Ghana. We are in the digital world. You will get digital skills. We have many policies that we have put in our manifesto. Of course, I cannot put all of them out here tonight, but I have been talking about them. One key policy is the credit scoring system. The credit scoring system. We are going to change Ghana with this credit scoring system. Today, if you finish school, you are working, everything you have to buy is cash. Everything is cash. We have introduced a credit scoring system, and very soon we will be buying things from next year and be paying small, and everybody will see an increase in their standard of living. This is a major policy that we are bringing. We are also going to see, as we go forward, under my government, all persons with disability will go for university and tertiary education for free. All persons with disability will go for tertiary education for free under my government. So we are going to transform this country, move it to another level. As we go on Saturday to make the choice is between the former president who represents the past and myself. You should ask yourself, who can better unite this country? Who can better unite the diversity of this country? Who can bring innovative ideas to propel Ghana into the fourth industrial revolution? So who has the integrity to fight corruption in this country? Who has the integrity to fight corruption in this country? Who has the compassion for the disabled, for the vulnerable, for the sick in our society? Who cares about the needy? Who can protect free senior high school education? Who can protect free SHS? Who can protect teacher training allowances? Who can protect nursing training allowances? Who can bring more development to our Zongo communities? You should mull all these questions and ask yourself, who will work very hard and selflessly for the people of Ghana? Who will work very hard and selflessly for the people of Ghana? Who can protect our natural resources? Who can protect our natural resources? If you ask yourselves all these questions, there's only one answer, and that answer is number one. It's number one. It's number one. It's number one. That answer is clearly Dr. Bawumia. And that answer is clearly the MPP parliamentary candidates in all our constituencies. Number one. I don't need a honeymoon. I don't need a honeymoon. I know what I want to do from day one in the presidency. Give me the chance to transform this nation. I have my own vision. I have my own vision. I have my own ideas. I'm going to build on our splendid record and transform Ghana and propel Ghana and unleash the forces of the private sector in Ghana to bring in the investment to transform this country. So it's number one, 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 number one. It's number one. Trouble. I'm busy. Tinabai, Mia Panganga, Molaya Zayina, Asibridari, Katuvoti, Kevoti number one, MT, Dr. Bawumia, MPP Jintoro, Lamba constituency. Iya Namazada Pata Jama, Salamu Alaikum. Naso, Lan Asibri, Kufita, Kuzo, Kuvot, Kubai, Dr. Bawumia, number one. Number one, Mr. Obia said, Yam Inina, Yamba police station, Miminda, Nayan to Apanu boom, and man number one, number one, number one, number one, number one. Yamusha,
she must sit and saddle. Say that me free my kumel. Hey, where you young man you better after Saturday? Me say you sit and saddle. I see the hey. So what did you say? Uncle Poddy couldn't even know because I must see and saddle. I see the Amber. God bless you. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to rumble? Victory! Are you ready for victory? Victory for our land! Whoa! The journey to freedom! Whoa. Victory! Ayazu! Ayaza! Ayaza! Ayazu! Ayazuzu! Ayazaza! At this juncture, we have gotten to the climax of the program. We have gotten to the moment of liberation. We've gotten to the moment of resetting Ghana. We've gotten to the moment of ending the poverty, the suffering, the corruption, and the corruption. Ladies and gentlemen, let me assure you, and please keep quiet and listen. Please keep quiet and listen. Your duty is to go on Saturday and vote for John Mahama. The rest of it, leave it for us. I swear by the Almighty God, we shall protect the ballot and we shall win this election and win it hands down. Nothing will stop us. Freedom is coming. No amount of intimidation. Freedom is coming. No amount of intimidation. Victory. If they bring it on, we shall face them and ensure that John Mahama is the president. Victory. Ladies and gentlemen, at this moment, let me welcome the next president, 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 the next president of the Republic of Ghana, the next president of the Republic of Ghana, the next president of the Republic of Ghana, the next president, Mahama Bako, the next president, Mahama Bako, God is the control, God is the control, Mahama Bako, God is the control, Mahama Bako, Ijuma Bebre. We've walked this path for the Lord, so let us reunite. And may the heavens bless you this land. Don't be the man, this land.
Hey. Thank you very much, my brothers and sisters. I've just come hot off the campaign trail in the Ashanti region, and I want to tell you that the people of Ashanti region extend their greetings to all of you, and they say on Saturday you are going to be surprised at what is going to come from Ashanti region. Ezu, my brothers and sisters, my beloved Ghanaians, the time is now. The time to replace fear with hope is now. The time to replace cynicism and disillusionment with courage and determination is now. The time to replace poverty and insecurity with solid development and safety for all is now. The time to restore the economic fortunes of Ghana is now. Ladies and gentlemen, the time to reset our country, Ghana, is now. Saturday's election is not just another election. It is a defining moment for our nation. It is a choice between the Ghana we have today and the Ghana we want together. A Ghana of opportunity, prosperity, and justice for all. Our young people deserve to live in a Ghana where their voices are heard and their dreams can become reality. The working people of Ghana deserve decent, sustainable jobs that enable them to care for their families and live with pride. And I mean well-paying jobs. People in the public sector deserve recognition for their merit. They also deserve stability, predictability, and good working conditions. Our entrepreneurs deserve a free and fair market where their ingenuity and industry can thrive. Women and girls deserve true equality, safety, and the chance to reach their full potential. And every Ghanaian deserves leadership that puts the people first, that fights corruption, and that builds a nation we can all be proud of. My comrades and friends, this is why I'm committed to building a stable, safe, and viable 24-hour economy that creates opportunities for millions of jobs to be created. I am committed to implementing economic measures to fight inflation, and make food more affordable for all Ghanaian households. And this is why I'm committed to running the leanest government in our country's history, with no more than 60 ministers and deputy ministers of state. And also a low number of political appointees, and cutting out wasteful government spending and scrapping the payment of ex gratia. And this is why I'm committed to waging a relentless war on corruption. Operation Return All the Loot. This operation will be implemented with dedicated zeal to retrieve the stolen monies and properties for our country's development and for the benefit of our young people. I'll fight corruption to restore integrity and fairness, which are two critical ingredients missing from the governance of Akufo-Addo and Bawumia. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why I'm committed to empowering women and ensuring that they are no longer treated as second-class citizens in their own nation. The stature of my able vice presidential candidate, soon to be the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Professor Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman, and our plan to set up a Women's Development Bank to support the establishment of more women-owned businesses and our traders, from tabletop to large-scale businesses, are all practical demonstrations of that commitment we have. My fellow Ghanaians, I cannot do this alone. Your vote is your voice. Your vote is your power. And your vote is the key to unlocking a better future for the people of Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, I urge you to take action on Saturday. This is not a decision we can leave for another time. It is not a decision we can leave for another election or another generation. This is our moment, and the time is now to bring about the change we need in order to reset Ghana. We need to reset our democracy, to reset our governance, to reset our economy, to reset our finances, reset our agriculture, reset our infrastructure, environment, reset our health and education sectors, and everything else that we hold dear as Ghanaians. The vision to build the Ghana we want is a collective responsibility. And so let us vote on Saturday to reject despair and to choose hope. Let us vote to reject impunity and choose respect. Let us choose hard-working and trustworthy leadership. My comrades, Ghanaians are going to hold us to a higher standard than they have held the MPP. And I want to remind you once again that there is no use fighting for political power if we would come and commit the same atrocities that they have inflicted on the people of Ghana these last 8 years. My brothers and sisters, Ghanaians are going to put their trust in us on December 7th. But we must prove ourselves worthy of that trust. The change we are all looking for starts with you. And I promise you that we will work together to be able to put our country back on its feet. December 7th is just 2 days away. And I encourage all of you to vote for John Mahama. And I'll make you all proud of the Ghana that we are going to build together. Ladies and gentlemen, I urge you to vote wisely, and I want to caution the MPP administration and to caution our security services and the military and the entire body of people who are in charge of supervising this election. I urge you to resist the nefarious actions that some people are planning. To the people of Ghana, the National Democratic Congress will go to the polling stations with you. Together, we will police and courageously protect our votes and resist all attempts to steal them. Minyanum, me pese me damu nyina ase. The executives nyina omo constituencies no and our regional executives, branch executives. Ghana fo nyina ye share omo abra ye ba campaign ewo munkro anase mumpeso aso awa tu sronko a modeje ye no nyame enhira mu nyina emrena so se ye fa ahudi a etosu mienu 7 December eba na emrena so se osoma ne dabre eye enwrem a oba krom a wabese ye bibia emrena so se sa osono no ye pam no na osanko baby ofri baaye osanko enwrem ezu minuanum me kachire mo se MPP fo ankasa omo apaba MPP fo ankasa eye omo ferie ni Nana Akufo-Addo ene Bawumia aban abeye omo ensusu se ni ana omo kanina na eye entro ene omudi enti omo ankasa omo abamabu enti MPP fo bebre me na me kachire mo mimi da ebe 7 December Ghana nyina na beto aba na abato a yebeto no enye NDC ni floating voters nkwa MPP for the B ebe voti ama NDC sada no ezu eza efise nya eya me nafofo a wosa party mu eka kire me kokwam ene se President Mahama Akufo-Addo ni Bawumia omo government agu ye party hu fi agu ye party enimase enti Kenya ho na ko okuden na ma ye party no enko opposition every say ye pese ye ko opposition na nipa kakra omo agi ye party aboso no ye gi ye party every omonsem ni esiesie ye party libium ansani abepre abatu obium ezu eza enfie wotwe Nana Akufo-Addo ene Bawumia beje oman no ensem omoka 2016 ene woka omoka ye na woka ne seni omoka ye no na omobuafu na enye me na meka ye enye NDC fo ne kan Omo akasa obi amfa sika nto omkom so omo ka ne omo ka no Ghana ye mobododo Ghana nye hiamai yeti sika so elsewhere come there one kai me Nana Akufo Jack Toronto ne kai Teachers are suffering, nurses are suffering, and farmers are suffering. Policemen are suffering, doctors are suffering, and everybody is suffering. Mina bekai, omo de ka omasem. You can do all the propaganda with the economy you like. If the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. Samreno na omundi omaino soda. Nti na omodwe se eyemre. Omo hwe se ne yebu omaino eko ana enioma eko so. Na omodwe se da fom. Na emre bi meka se trade fair meka chiro omo. Me say hey. Mo hwe se ne ye enioma ye adwuma. Mundi president down. Enti mamun dwen say eyade a eye easy a obi abetimi aye na nyame ncha de nyame de oye agwagwade ebi say 2016 obeka say ye call abatu a yedin kugo no na nyame empay asem enso enebe hwe machira a odi to me ne share omunsa ene sebi omoto adadi ne ombe ya na omaye no bibia ya mbeka ho manati Ghana hanyina bebia bekobia ahemfu nyina omo se na moye kwan bebia mujae no ehwa na aka na mu si school dan bebia mujae no ehwa na aka na mo twekania bebia mujae no ehwa na aka na mo maye sio baby abuja ye no ehwa na aka eza na 60 regions ni na amako ahefo asofo imamfo amafo ni na 16 regions ni na obia je tumu se abatu aye betui nyame adawromanti Yesu adawromanti inshallah NDC bedin kunim meme da ebe eza asofo any imam ponyina bompaye eba NDC sa yendi kunim wa batonum na minim se nyame etie omompaye bo na kunim de so beye ye dia nyame adomenti esu mi nuanom bebi amako obi ase President Mahama ye beto ama esu yesrew boy yaba no ho ban na dia me ka kire omo ne se aba ye nyina beto no ye nyina ena bebo ho ban enti bebi amako bia amaka kire Ghana fo se woto aba na woto wia se woni bibia ya wo de nante ho se wo bibia wo de ko na ekobo 5 asambra na be hwe se ne be kan aba no wo video camera twa ye nyina ene be bie ye ni se ne be ya bato ne be ya frenchim Moi, ye muse munkotna abatona no. Your party agents, branch executives, ward coordinators, Musika yedi chiamo, yedi come regions into Obia Ebenyane dear, into Obia enye Jumaden, Senebeya Yabebo Abatro no Hobain. Afi we dear Yanaye Yatua Bani ya Yenina Yana Kopimse Yabebo results no na Madam Jean Mensa Ebeka said, I wish to declare the winner of the 2024 presidential election and is the candidate of the NDC, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Ezu Enyami adom ebebam abamu ewie Ezu Eza Manyani ntiye se omo starte chiche sika ejuma ni efe ni MBSSI senia omo ye no 2020 no omo ashasi biom omo fankrofo mobile phone numbers ena omo de sika etum na media ni ameka ni se obia utibe ye asa sika no beba bedwa wo mobile so anase ye beba be kan ahye wonsa mesreo eya wo fifre sika eya wo bre sika sa sika no je na yeden na di enso wo kotro aba kai efie wo twe a ohia achewo kai ahochira wonamu kai ejuma a wonya bi nye kai yesika sema asai na kotro abapa ema NDC minadum iyaye na maza da mata ina gere kuduka ranar asabar za mu jefa kuriya ku yankuri don Allah ku tuna wahalan da mun bi cikin sakarunga a cikin Ghana da Bawumia da Akufo-Addo ke duban Ghana idan za mu jefa kuriya mu tuna wahalan da mun yi mu tuna nyuwan da ya ji mu sai mu je mu jefa kuriyan mu ba NDC yanda ake ce cikin wakan nan sun yi me sun yi failing don su yi me su zo su kwashe kayansu ce sai on ma failing on ba su sa mu nyoma kowa ya sani a lokacin NDC musulmai da zongoni muna samu cin gaba don shi mu duka za mu jefa kuryanmu mu ba NDC saboda NDC ta zo ta rage kudin haji mu duka mu samu mu je Maka mu je mu yi sallah ezu yau idan za ka haji kudin da ana karban ya zama $4,550 NDC ya zo za mu yanka $1,000 mu yare mu yi shi $3,500 yanda da ike lokacin NDC minyanum ene sekramodika sa oko meka omojinu sika $4,500 yebe 75,000 na dollar so enkosoro sidi mom na apeja enti yede nyame ya adom minim so be ya adom so NDC ba sa sika na omoje for Maka no yebe te abafom yebe yi $1,000 efri so na asamba $3,500 send na near tie abra NDC wo ho Ezu Eza Danwa yena iya yena maza da mata zamu kara muku holiday guda akan Idul Fitr holiday na saboda waransu na kwance su yi sallah yau sai waransu su yi sallah gobe amma holiday na guda kede ne don shi za mu kara guda saboda an yi sallah yau a samu ranar futawa an yi sallah gobe a samu ranar futawa ezu inye bime min gaje fe wala ke 7 December ni ba ọba for shiki ni MPP Bawumia ke Akufo-Addo noni ake wo fe asomwa alakawo nona ake fe anyafe ni agbeneke okwe Ghana mefe won pin homo yewo NDC yo ake homo yewo nomi aho ke ohe komi 1 cedi chi agbene 5 cedis ni namo wo fe wole ake homo ni ake eyewo mene ni homo yewo wa adienche ewo wo ba fo wo shiki koni NDC abasama ni wo telegana kegme back on his feet mimi anu medamu nyina ase na ye fa hudia etosu mienu ena ebe abato a yebetui ye dachi abato ena ebeto enne katase shene proye ajiga na hanyina Abraham ye mampenyi national service yebeto se na omudi dini bi aka ho ena omu yesika no ye mabia na ekoye nhwem a pam national service officers 110 ye yomo ewe jumam ebi mu ye de omu kojina court a chese na asem no court enne mekotia ye senya ye kon etia ye no Akufo-Addo ne Bawumia asa de aba national service for munti omuka mudi omuka be 6 months allowances and so much be gumu asaman kwa ene wom bosumi bia mu yi sika no bosumi bia ye say omunya 28 million Ghana cedis bosumi bia aden na mo de sika na ko hihye mo mpaase na mo kwa ni mo ebusia ene nya ho faso hwe airport amisiye airport ni nyina yesiye $250 million terminal 3 na mo de e-gate per ebesi ho a e-gate no bo exchange terminal 3 ni nyina ezu na munim adikrontia Akufo-Addo ataso se opese Bawumia ebeje akunya no ebese opese obekata neto se na be ya ombenya asumdwe no makodi omsika eso embasoda tweda mponyankopɔ nim se NDC ene beba na ye banso a sika omo ewie nyina japade a Ghana for japade omo afom ye bedi omo echi ni aje ade asa de abema Ghana for ezu eza Ora Bawumia say we are moving from taxation to production. Meanwhile, Okasa no the 20 be air kaho, no the 20 be air kaho. And Ghana ɛna yɛtoɔ dɔɔso kyɛn Africa man nyinaa. Eti na NDC sɛ yɛba e-levy a yɛka sɛ ma ɔmo mfa nto so no yɛbɛyi efiri hɔ. Ezu ɛmɛburu metie mo sufrɛ mo betting tax no so yɛbɛyi efiri hɔ. Ezu COVID levy yɛbɛyi efiri hɔ. Eza emrena so na yenim sɛ yɛ nuanom deɛ emre bia abatoɔ ɛbɛba ɔmpɛ sɛ ɔmu wiem enti yɛnya ne nteɛ na mepɛ sɛ EC ebusa ɔmo ho ɛyɛ dɛn ɛna MPP nya printing plate na yɛde printing ballot papers ɛne registers a ɔmo printing ɔmo adeɛ. And now I know can say I say hoy ya take care biom ballot papers ne and your womb. And now omo ya say omo better car no. It is our station of Sawo hoy. We releases our car now. Nyabe adom ne ba ye ne obedi. Into the chekano ne njina hwa e wo ho golokwate. Ye say e wo golokwate e no ma chesa car no. Ezu enti ne twato Mestre, your bambo for, your police for, any electoral commission for. Muhu Ghana mobo na ejuma omwe yimu se monkoye no. Yes remo munye mo ejuma no Frenchem se ne be ya nia Ghana for pe no eno ene be ya ho. Enti mesremo omo be hwa abato no so. Omo hwe no munye ho medjuma yie meme da yeko obia hwehwe chinie no meko ka se wo hwehwe number 8 because about okrata no ye ntro number bia wo so enti ne oba hwehwe ani chinie no na wo chinie na de okokromoti na wo de abo enkinumu na wo de team ballot paper no so ezu what do you call promoting ballot paper no suya? Now what the entumago e da hono ana tissue no. Now they are papa o promoting ye. Send a beya ink no bewo. And san wasa Socrata num. And yes sir, say ink now kosum na et team baby fofra and a wapa na say. And the papa o promoting ye. And san wasa Socrata no abobo na odia kotum. 7 December enye yin na abeto aba MPP for ni bi na omo pese omo dada Ghana for say ebi beto saadai saadie na sa nkrofo ni ye no. It's a crime, it's a criminal offense. Na minim say omo party was so nti omo nya omo hwe but criminal offense any expiry date NDC ba nana bi ni sa nkrofo no omo yes ano ye be che omatum in Ghana's law, it is a crime to mislead voters. It is there in the law. Into Obia or yes, Serbia, any Obia or Bay Serbia, NDC ba, Yabecho Maso. Ezu, Eza, Enti, Minanum, Emse, Madame Wase. Mumubia, Mubaye, Yabi Shramo, Moko Fieswa, Yame Enfamuko Asumdremo. Na asempa mwate wo ha no momfa ko bebia Ghana ha bebia na ka che obia se obia enhye ne sapo musuo ebi se emre na ba emre na so memenda bai nyame adom Ghana ebeto aba na nyame bekasa ebedu ana jofa Kasa yebete ewo Ghana ha ene se nyame adom NDC edin kunim ewa patronum medamo ase nyame na metwa to okra medana na je na se Medad General Mosquito Ase, a General Secretary, Omunina, Yaye Jumaden, Bosom and Naini, Yenai, Yenhome, and Sunina, Nyame, Ebeshraso, Amanyadaya Kumasono, Aye, near Chatwokra, Medofo, Lodina, or no so medana say. Ezu Onoso Abwa campaign ne papa Woshe maternity ward Bako Biansa Fefefe Awesi Amankrofo Enwe ya Okoho Ohoi Eko Bie renovated health center Lodina Nyamishnao Na Mienye Niekofie Na Eja Make Aka Masum Yomode. Bye bye. Thank you. Safe journey to all of you.
Thank you.
Thank
You, Your Excellency.
Thank you.
Thank you.